Welcome back to the show. My name's Chase, and today we're talking National Signing Day. Before we get started, do me a favor and hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you've not already done so. Let's get right into it. I'm going to walk you through 5 categories to kind of watch for signing day today. And those are, first of all, the ones to watch. And those are the players to watch today and the next couple of days to see if they do sign with Auburn. And I'll tell you kind of what I think is going to happen. And then I'd love to hear what you think on these players who've not committed to us yet, but might possibly do so. The other 4 categories I'm looking at are the enrollees that have already enrolled with Auburn, those who have signed a letter of intent, those who have a firm commitment, and then I also want to kind of rehash those that we should have gotten but we missed. The first player we need to watch tomorrow is Juwan Gaston. He's a player out of Montgomery, Alabama, a safety. He was listed as a 3-star originally, but he has recently been bumped up to 4 stars on, I think, 24/7, and he's definitely one we need to watch. He's currently floating between South Carolina and Auburn, but I think he's a pretty firm commit to Auburn, so he is one we definitely want to watch to see which way he goes, but I think he is going to be coming to Auburn. Juwan will be making his announcement whether he goes to Auburn or South Carolina or somewhere else sometime on February 3rd. The next player to watch is Jarquez Hunter. He is a running back recruit that is currently being recruited by Cadillac Williams. I feel pretty strongly that he will be coming to Auburn. He should be making his announcement not tomorrow, but on February 5th, so be on the lookout for his announcement on February 5th. The final player on my list of ones to watch is Dante Balfour. He's a cornerback recruit out of Florida, and he is currently being recruited by Mason and Zach Etheridge. So I have him. I think he's going to come to Auburn. I think several people are predicting that he's going to go to North Carolina, but I think I'm having confidence in our guys in Mason and Etheridge that they are going to pull out. They're going to pull him to Auburn, so we're going to have to see what happens. But I think this is really going to be telling as to what they're able to do. They're new on the job, but I'm hoping with the big name like Derek Mason and with Zach Etheridge in recruiting, I'm hoping we will be able to pull Dante to Auburn. Like I said, it could go either way, but I'm leaning more towards Auburn for him. So he's definitely one to watch to see what he says. Dante will be making his announcement on February 3rd as well. Next, I want to look at some guys who've already enrolled at Auburn. Because you've seen these names before, I will go through them pretty quickly, but let's go ahead and take a look. So we've got 4-star defensive tackle Lee Hunter. He's one I'm pretty excited about. The player I'm the most excited about on this list is definitely Demetrius Davis at quarterback. I think he's going to be just a game changer for us at Auburn. You can see there's others on this list, but those 2 in particular are the 2 that I'm the most excited about. Next, we've got a list of players who've signed their letter of intent, and on that list, we've got 4-star defensive tackle Marquise Robinson, 3-star wide receiver Hal Presley, 3-star defensive end, not sure how to say his name, Akoli, 3-star defensive tackle Ian Matthews, and 3-star cornerback A.D. Diamond. And finally, we have a list of players who have committed to Auburn, but they're not currently enrolled and they've not signed a letter of intent. So on this list, we have 3-star wide receiver Dawson, 3-star offensive tackle Colby Smith. He's one I'm excited about because I think we need all the help we can get at offensive tackle, O-line. Any help we can get is going to be fantastic for us. We've got 3-star linebacker Joko Willis, and we've got Andrew Iku Leota transferring from Northwestern. And we had a late addition to this list of players who have committed to Auburn. We had Kyle Vaccarella, who is a long snapper for Auburn. He is also, or will be a long snapper for Auburn. He is now also committed. So he's somebody we'll be looking forward to having on the team as well. And finally, I want to point out our 2 biggest misses of this recruiting class so far. One's obvious because I've already talked about him, and that's Gunnar Stockton, the quarterback who went to Georgia. So he's definitely the biggest miss we had of this class, and that's something that I'm disappointed in. I really felt like Mike Bobo would put in the work and get him to Auburn, but something fell through and it didn't work out. The other big miss we had with recruiting was with Carson Bridges. We just found out that he will be going to South Alabama and he will not be coming to Auburn. Two last quick stories I wanted to talk about before we go. The first one is about a recruit that was going to Tennessee, and I just really think they really did this guy dirty. We had Rock Taylor who was going to Tennessee. And a statement came out from the Oxford coach who was not happy about this. And basically what happened, if I sum this up, is that Rock Taylor had an offer from Tennessee, and then the day before National Signing Day, they yanked that offer away. They rescinded that offer. And so I think a lot of people were upset about this because this kid's been committed to Tennessee. He hasn't been looking anywhere else. And then these guys just come out of nowhere and yank that offer away and really crush this kid. So I was disappointed about this story. I'd love to hear what you thought about this one. I know it's not an Auburn-related story, but it is something I wanted to cover because I felt like it was big news and really just wrong, and just something in recruiting that I know it's business, but at the same time we're talking about kids, and I think you should not. Especially with the kid, you've given him your commitment. I understand it was under Jeremy Pruitt, but you wait until the day before signing day to do this. They could have done this earlier if they were going to, and they should not have waited to the last minute is really my point with this. I understand coaching staff is understanding that the coaching staff changed, but there's no reason they had to wait to the last second to do this. So this kid thought, today I'm going to Tennessee, and then last second, gone. And my final story, I think, has to be the biggest news in college football to come out in a while, and that is the fact that NCAA college football is coming back. I heard it's going to be called EA College Football, but this is huge news. I don't know if any of you played this when it was out. I'm sure everybody watching this has played it at some point, or a lot of people have. This was such a huge game, and it was a ton of fun to be able to play as your favorite college team. So I'm excited this is coming back. Obviously, I haven't played it in a while since the last one that was out was 2014, but I'm pumped about it. I think this is great news, and I think we're going to see a lot of fun stuff happen with this game coming out. Once again, I know that it's vaguely college football related, but I feel like it's something you guys are going to want to hear about and probably already did hear about. But I'm interested to hear what you think about the return of NCAA college football. That is all I've got today. I'd love to hear from you in the comments. If you think I got any of these predictions wrong, I only made a couple, but I'm interested in the ones that I told you to watch. Where do you think they're going to go? Do you think they're going to end up at Auburn? Do you think they're going to end up somewhere else? I really want to hear what you think in the comments below. Also, I know there's a couple players I did not mention that we're kind of watching, but so if there's one of those guys that you have a prediction on, or you're really keeping a close eye on, let me know in those comments below. Thank you again for watching. Please leave a like on this video and subscribe if you've not already done so. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next one.